Okay, starting off another week of training, but this time with a new plan and goals after spending the last 12 weeks rehabbing my knee. I spent maybe the last 2 or 3 weeks really trying to figure out what my knee could tolerate in and out of training. And based off of that, I decided it was time to start a new cycle, fresh out of rehab, and something to really build upon, but still maintain all the progress that I've made during that rehab cycle. I decided I want to continue focusing on mainly snatch and jerks just for now. And the goal I wrote down for myself is to snatch back into the 80s and hit a jerk PR, which I understand is aggressive, but just something fun to chase and keep me in it mentally. I don't want to make cleans my focus just yet since the injury is still not 100% at this point, but I don't want to completely ignore them either. So I'm going to still prep and strengthen my clean with light technique work and squats, but mostly sticking to powers because that's what feels best on my knee. And there is going to be exposure to full range things, but just in really small dosages at the start. And hopefully that dosage will just increase as the cycle progresses. Something I really liked about this cycle is the use of alternating weeks. Both weeks had a similar structure with slightly different variations. So this helps me consistently practice and improve specific things while still keeping training fresh for my body and for my mind. So this style just works well for me personally. Instead of doing the same week over and over and having it progressively build, I get to alternate it back and forth and revisit similar variations often enough to get relatively good at them and get good at practicing. But it's not like I'm progressing week to week doing the same exact week. A lot of people do that, and that's perfectly fine. It works well. For me, I like the alternating weeks. It keeps things a little interesting. That's just something unique to me. This was actually inspired by a cycle that I ran under my coach at Freedom Weightlifting, where he had me alternate heavy push presses with heavy jerks to help keep a nagging shoulder injury at the time fresh. I wouldn't even call it an injury, but keeping my shoulder fresh, and I absolutely loved training this way. So the weeks were split up into week A, and then once I completed week A, next week would be week B. After that, I would go back to week A. For example, week A, day 1 is started with no foot power snatches. Then I go into hang power snatches for a top double with drop sets. Then I'm going to follow that up with snatch pulls, usually a 3x3, and then finish everything off with box front squats. On week B, day 1, I start with the no foot power snatches, but instead of doubles, I do singles. Then I do hang power snatches with the drop sets, again, same thing, followed by snatch pulls, and then I finish with tempo front squats instead of doing the box squats that I was doing the week before. So that way I can explore the full range a little bit more and still keep the knee happy. So although it is subtle on this day, there is still small variations between the 2 weeks to help manage my knee and really keep things interesting. Another example is on week A, day 2, I do a front squat plus jerk complex. Reps may vary, intensity may vary depending on the week. But anyways, week B, day 2, instead of doing that complex, I'll do just jerks from the blocks or the rack. So both of these options have benefits that can help with my goals, but if I put them together in the same week with everything else, it would be way too much on my knee at this point. I plan to do this cycle for 12 weeks minimum, and as the weeks progress, the cycle will too, because I will break everything down into blocks based off of whatever needs present themselves as I go along. This entire cycle is piggybacking off of everything I did in the rehab phase with a lot of the same movements, but this is where my mindset really shifts from getting through training to getting back into possible PR shape. Okay, that's enough rambling on about my training, but I figured some people might appreciate the fact that I'm elaborating on what I'm actually doing in training, so okay, thank you. Bye. Oh my god. What's wrong with you?